starts the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, featuring Dan Harsha and Dan Alban. This week's show, we're highlighting the latest in music, life, and culture.
Through different eyes.
Yo, 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 this is Dan Harsha, and this is the Guitar Gurus, and with me always is...
Dan Alban here.
How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm good to go, my man, good to go.
Oh, yeah, man, it's Guru time. Oh, dude, it's been another week down. We're in here, man.
That's right.
How you feeling? You good, man?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm great, man, great.
The energy's out there tonight, man. It's chaos.
Absolutely.
It's the biggest Tuesday of the calendar, if you ask certain people.
Yeah, some people would say it's the biggest Tuesday of their lives.
I know, man.
Yeah.
I hope it all works out for everybody involved, man. Keep it safe.
Yeah, keep it cool, keep it safe, keep it cool, you know?
Yeah, man. So what have you been up to this past week, man?
Well, I just came off a nice vacation, so
Yeah.
I'm back to the grind of the daily grind, you know, that we do. So everything's good there. I haven't really done a whole lot. Just got some rest and relaxation in, man.
Nice.
I wish I had an exciting story to tell this week, but I don't.
I got you.
Yeah.
It was business as usual for me.
Yeah.
Cranked through it, got everything done. Documented another week in Southern Maryland's music. It's Music Talk Radio.
That's right.
We're the Guitar Gurus.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, these guys.
Right, but last week's episode was awesome, man.
Yeah, it was.
It really was, man. Eric Wolf coming on the show for Halloween. The Wolf having the Wolf on. So that was cool. He sent me a message today saying thanks for having us on. You know, having him on and everything. So big shout out, Eric Wolf. I'm thirsty, so I wanted to get that out the way. So this one's for Eric. I'm skipping around tonight, but it's all good.
That's all good. There it is.
There it is. That's for Eric, man.
Snap, crackle, pop. Listen to that. So how'd Halloween go for you over here?
Oh, man, it was cool, man. So I put a video out of how we decorated the house. So it was insane. We started 3 days before Halloween, put the basics out that wouldn't get damaged by weather. And then Saturday morning, we woke up and worked for like 5 hours on all the lights.
Nice.
And all that stuff. And they're like, wow, man, you did all that just for one night. I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's Halloween.
Right. It's not just one night. It's the night.
But, dude, I tell you, man, people didn't come out for trick-or-treating this year.
No.
We only had one set of trick-or-treaters, and that was our next-door neighbors, and they were coming regardless.
Right.
So people did not come out tonight because usually everybody in the neighborhood makes the trip to our house because how the neighborhood's set up. It's the spooky walk to get to where it is, then the decorations, that's the lure. All the parents like coming up and checking them out, but they didn't even come even to walk by them.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, you're outside.
Yeah. Dude, that's crazy.
So that was that, but I'm glad we did it. That's why I filmed it. I film it every year, so when it comes up in my memories, I always see it. So
nice.
So we'll keep doing it. Keep the tradition alive around here.
Yeah, I mean, we got to have something that remains normal. And to do that was exactly that, man. So good for you.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was the Halloween. Then Saturday, Sunday, man, handling some technical work with machines for audio processing that we talked about. So I got your machine ready for you.
My machine. Welcome to the machine.
Right, dude. And I know you're excited to get that thing going.
Very excited.
So I got that done. Built a new one for our studio. So this is an inaugural episode. We're recording on new equipment. So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. Nothing's changed to the end user, but but that's what I did. I actually got to mess with the software, rebuild templates and everything, so
nice.
Much more efficient. Really set up file systems to be more efficient for all the different programs we use to put the show together. So instead of having multiple duplicates of files in separate hard drives, I got them in their associated drives, and all the programs can share them.
Right. That's awesome, man.
It's mind-boggling to a minute, but like once you write it down and draw it out, then start programming it, it actually makes it easier.
Good.
You're like the Wizard of Oz, man.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. But no, dude, it's cool, man. Technology's awesome. I'm down with it. It's really cool. I'm happy to get you on board with it and see what we can do this winter, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what this is going to be this winter for me, is getting more into the technical side of things.
Right.
You know, I'm here every week for the last 2 years. I might as well start learning that part.
Hey, I know you've been dying to do it. Now
I have, yeah.
Now you've made the commitment, and I think making that financial commitment to get started is going to make you want to learn it. If that makes any sense, you know,
sure.
you jumped in the pool, so now you got to swim.
Yeah, there's skin in the game.
Right. So you got skin in the game. I'll be right there with you, helping you out. So you're lucky there. I will say that.
I got free tech support.
Right, and that's priceless. For certain things, man. So.
24-hour free tech support?
No, I'll turn it off at one point.
Maybe 3 in the morning, be like, confounded machine.
Right.
Hey, how do you turn this thing on?
Right. Right. So that's gonna be kind of cool this winter, man.
Yeah.
Seeing what's up with that.
I'm excited about it, man.
Yeah. So it's cool. Yeah, man. So that was the weekend. Now we're here. We're reset up. It's Tuesday night. Big time election happening in the country. We're not picking sides. We just want everybody to be safe. But yeah, the whole country's in a stir for that tonight. So.
Yeah, and you know, whichever way it goes, and whichever guy's your guy, dude, we got to be good to each other, man. That it doesn't matter which guy it is.
Right, and
we got to be good to each other.
And you know, if you're so passionate about it that you want to talk about your guy for so long, just keep it to yourself. If you're that passionate about it, just bite your tongue and move on, because no one wants to hear all the passion all the time.
Yeah, be a good person to each other. And
right, just wait.
Yeah,
I personally prefer not to talk about it because,
me too, yeah.
And for one, there's no right answer to any kind of political question. Everybody's got an opinion. There's a downside and upside to every decision, and I just don't want to get involved with it. I want to talk about music. But
exactly,
part of the culture down here, everybody's in the stir tonight. We just hope everybody gets home safe. You make your vote. Just vote. You know. One of the best things about a free election, free process, whatever you want to say it. We got the best one running,
right?
Out of the world, we got the best election running. I'm not saying it's perfect, but out of all the other options, I'll stick with this one. 99 out of 100,000 times. You know,
right.
But I mean, it is what it is, and I don't know, man.
You should have seen it coming. Oh man, when I was coming over here this evening. The line at the apothecary was off the hook. The line at the liquor store was off the hook.
So
it was just wild.
I think people just go home and get smashed and watch news and go crazy, man. I don't get it,
man. That could be something.
I don't know, man. It's like is that a form of entertainment now?
Maybe for tonight it is.
I don't know, man. But I just hope everybody's safe, man.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Don't let it eat you alive either.
Be safe.
And don't let it eat you up.
No, don't let it eat you up. You can only control what you can control.
Right.
So going about the world and being good and, having respect for each other is the best that we can do.
Right.
That's our duty.
Right. Just do that, man.
Do that. Don't be a douche.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. Just be good to each other.
Yeah, man. Hey, all right, anyway, dude, let's set up this episode, man. We've been rambling on.
Yeah, man.
It's cranking. I don't know what's happening. It's in the air tonight. But, dude, it's Music Talk Radio. It's the Guitar Gurus. Tonight's episode 95. So, a lot of changes tonight. Higgy is covering the election. That's why I kind of touched on it, too, because that follows into the next thing.
Segue.
So Higgy's covering the election. He's originally going to try to make the call, but, of course, it's what it is, his lifestyle. It's always changing every minute. So he can't make it. So Dan Alban here is going to read the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, preview this weekend's live music performances, and then touch on a birthday that's being celebrated this week in the local community. And we'll call that Higgy on the Beat this week.
There it is.
Boom. Then we're going to jump over into the Island Music Company's Guitar of the Week. And wow, dude, we've been talking about them for a couple weeks now. we had the Fender American Professional 2 Series Stratocaster in studio this weekend. It was the 3-color sunburst with maple fingerboard. And wow, dude, this is Fender's one of their special series, dude. It's really awesome guitar. I can't wait to talk about it, man.
Yeah, I got to be there when it was picked for the segment.
Yeah.
And so I actually got to see it up close and in person, and wow. She's smoking hot.
Yeah, man, it was fun to play all weekend. And
Yeah.
in between all the building and that, I still got to play some guitar.
Hell yeah, man.
So, man, it was awesome. So hell yeah. So we'll jump into that, talk about the guitar. Then we're gonna hop on the phone, get Sean Kirkpatrick for Sean in 60 Seconds, and see what's up in his world. We missed him last week. He had an emergency. We'll touch on that and then see what else is happening.
Nice.
Cool. Then we'll take a break because that's the standard show.
Right.
Right there. That's happening every week. But we'll take a break, come back. We got a featured guest this week. It's his first time on the program.
That's right.
We've had his bandmate on months before, Bob Moore from Red Skies Mourning. But this week, we got Chris Aleshire, right? That's how you pronounce it, right? Aleshire? Right. Yeah, Chris Aleshire from Red Skies Mourning. We're going to talk about his new song, all the new music. It's cranking. But that's what's on tap tonight for this show, dude. What do you think?
I'm ready for it, man. I ran into Chris on Saturday.
Oh, where at?
At the farmer's market.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Picking up some pumpkins and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So we talked for a bit, and just talking to him for a little bit, I realized we're going to have a great show tonight.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, he's going to be a great interview. I can
So he's
feel
got
it.
high energy. He's going to interact, ask questions. And,
It's going to be a good interview, yeah. Absolutely.
Well, cool, dude. Well, I'm excited, dude. Well, I'm going to throw the microphone over to you right now. Let's get Higgy on the beat with Dan Alban cranking. Let's get that 10-ounce 12-pack sampler going.
Yeah. Good evening, Southern Maryland. I'm Dan Alban, filling in for Higgy on the beat, coming to you live from the Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus studio. This weekend, we'll be in the mid to upper 70s with plenty of sunshine, down to the 50s at night. So let's get started with what is on tap this weekend in Southern Maryland with your 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, courtesy of Linaria.
Yeah, Linaria.
That's right. That's right. Okay, Friday at 5 p.m., we have Nightcap at the Green Turtle Sports Bar in California.
Nice.
5:30, Billy Yeager will be at the Port of Leonardtown Winery in Leonardtown. 8 p.m., 81 Proof, which is Wes Rice and Justin Miles at the Tap House, 1637 in California.
Yeah, that's an awesome little Friday, but
There it is, man.
Nightcap's playing happy hour.
Gotta love that, right?
Yeah, that's the irony of that.
On Saturday at 2 p.m., we have got John Lusky at the Port of Leonardtown Winery.
Well, yeah.
And then again at 6, we have John Lusky at the Wheelhouse Beer Garden in North Beach.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, he's doing it, man.
He's just knocking it out, dude.
That guy is not messing around.
No.
Also at 6 p.m., we have Last Child, which is an Aerosmith tribute band. They will be at Running Hair in Prince Frederick.
Sure.
6 p.m. also, we have Taboo.
Okay.
Bong and the guys and Mike and the gang.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Dockside Restaurant Tiki Bar. We're in Colonial Beach, right across the river.
Yeah, Colonial Beach dockside.
Yeah,
Not
man.
Deal.
Not the Deal dockside. You got to cross
Right.
the river. 8 p.m., Billy Breslin will be at the Rex. You know where the Rex is, down there in Leonardtown. You all know where the Rex is.
Another week, another sighting of Billy Breslin
That's
on the
right.
10-ouncer.
And then at 8 p.m., head over to Toots and catch Hydra Effects.
Oh, yeah, Greg.
Yeah.
Greg Merrick and the boys.
They're going to be rocking out for you.
Oh, yeah.
And then Sunday for your Sunday fun day, as Higgy would say.
Right.
We're going to get into Mimosa Hour at 11 a.m. Guess who? John Lusky.
Damn
Honey's
it.
Harvest Sweet Potato Fest in Lothian.
Wow, dude. He's just like taking all that money from Southern Maryland this
I
weekend.
love it. I love it. Okay, at 3 p.m., Small Town Throwdown will be at Toots Bar.
Oh,
with
wow.
Robbie Kidwell, David Murphy, Justin Taylor, and Greg Barrick.
All right,
that's
man.
That's a good hometown throwdown right there,
Right,
man.
exactly.
I love it.
Right.
And at 5 p.m., over at Anthony's Bar in Dunkirk, Maryland, the man's got a teleportation machine. It's John Lusky.
Dude, I know he's going to have a gallon of honey and butter in the car and just
Yeah,
It's keeping that throat right, man.
Isn't
Because all
that
them songs
crazy?
he's singing.
That is amazing, man.
It is, man. Dude, he's like got the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Him and Billy are just battling it out, man.
They are, man.
Yeah.
Just throw a dart at the map. You'll end up getting a Lusky show somewhere.
Sure.
Okay, when going out in public, please wear your mask when social distancing is not possible. Help keep our restaurants and bars open by abiding by these simple steps to help prevent the spread of COVID-19.
Sure.
If partaking in adult beverages, please have a DD or plan for an Uber or Lyft. And as always, enjoy and support local music. That's your 10-ounce 12-pack sampler, brought to you by Southern Maryland Chronicle, provided by Lynn Area, right here on the Guitar Guru Show.
Nice, man. I always like the 10-ounce 12-pack sampler.
It's the greatest spot ever. It's just the greatest segment ever.
Yeah, man. Shout out Lynn Arion.
Yeah, man. He puts the work in getting that thing out.
Right.
So when you get to the full schedule, it's probably going to be huge this week around.
Right.
All right, we're going to give you a Southern Maryland musician birthday celebration for this week.
All right, who do we got this week?
November 6th, which I believe is Friday.
Friday, yep.
Tomorrow,
Yep.
for listening now. We got former guest here, Suzanne Burns-Warner.
Oh, yeah, the Wild Good Band.
The Wild Good Band.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Suzanne.
Absolutely. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's good. And that's what we've got for your weekly wrap on Southern Maryland music news. Be sure to follow the Southern Maryland Chronicle online. And you know where to find that by now. I don't have to go through all these backslashes and dots and W's.
Right.
So we'll have Higgy back next week. I'm sure we'll have an election special
Oh, I'm sure, dude.
with his reporting he's doing. So
Right.
we can't wait to catch back up with him next week. So that's what we got for you this week, everyone.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. It sounded great.
Yeah.
You knocked it out of the park.
I
Appreciate
was born
that
for
work.
this, man.
Yeah, appreciate that work.
I love it.
That's cool.
I'm not hating on Higgy, but I do like it when he can't make it. I do enjoy this, man.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. It's my turn to talk.
That's right, man. That's good stuff, man.
Sorry,
That's
I'm
good
just
stuff.
messing with you.
Well, dude, speaking of turns to talk, it's my turn to talk now, man. So we're gonna transition, cruise right in, park ourselves, lock in our instruments, and we're gonna go Guitar of the Week. Island Music Company this week's Guitar of the Week is none other than the Fender American Professional 2 Series Stratocaster. We had a 3-color sunburst with maple fingerboard this week, and wow, dude, an updated take on the American Professional Stratocaster. Fender's American Pro 2 Stratocaster offers multiple upgrades from its inaugural configuration. The lightweight contoured body delivers a nicely balanced tonal foundation with a highly resonant quality. This solid body electric guitar's first major upgrade lies in the pickup selection. The American Pro 2 Stratocaster is loaded with a trio of V-Mod 2 single coil pickups that pump out a vintage tone with modern refinements, man. Modern refinements. It's just a pleasure to play and a pleasure to listen to. It's got an upgraded 2-point tremolo bridge and cold-rolled steel block that combines to give you plenty of sustain and brightness. Further performance upgrades include a contoured heel joint, supernatural satin neck finish, and upgraded electronics. If you're looking for a guitar with vintage voice and modern feel, it's the American Professional 2 Stratocaster at your helm, dude. You grab that thing, lock it in, you're gonna be happy, man. This is American-made instruments on the production level at the highest level, man. I'm telling you, for an everyday mass-produced instrument, the American Pro 2 Series is everything Fender's got, man.
Wow.
And it shows this in this instrument. Go to the store, check it out. When I say supernatural satin neck finish, that the feel of the satin neck on your hand is just like it's awesome, man. Just glide up and down. There's no hesitation, and it just plays perfect, man. It's an awesome guitar, man.
Wow.
I've had a great time with it, man. But dude, upgraded pickups promote clarity. We all want clarity from our pickups, right? For the American Pro 2 Stratocasters, Fender's pickup guru, Tim Shaw. We all know Tim Shaw, the humbucker pickup that he does. He created a new breed of V-Mod pickups, fittingly dubbed V-Mod 2 pickups.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I just love the simplicity, this attitude, man. It's
That's
awesome.
it, man.
Each pickup delivers all the classic chime that's defined the Strats of old with drastically enhanced clarity and articulation. So basically, if you're a sloppy player, you're going to hate it. The American Pro 2 Stratocaster is also loaded with a push-pull tone knob that adds the neck pickup to the signal no matter what switch you're using, what switch position you're using.
Wow.
So, dude, you lock in the beast down low with both pickups, boom, pop it, all three come on. It's pretty cool, man.
That's very cool.
Yeah, dude. So it's pretty rad, man. So it's pretty rad. Dude, you can run it through your grittiest dirt pedals or your cleanest amp, and the Fender American Pro Stratocaster is going to be right at home on in your set, in your rig, in everything that you do music, man. That's how much I feel about this guitar. It's just an awesome Strat. Like I told you guys for a couple weeks now, I've been really into Strats lately. Been diving into them, and what a fine example of the instrument we had here this weekend. It's the new standard for professional instruments. After the wild success of the original American Pro Strat, Fender's team of designers dedicated themselves to improving on the design. The resulting instrument, the American Pro 2 Stratocaster, features all the improvements and upgrades that we've already talked about. Plus, it pushes on the classic design to new heights. The V-Mod 2 single coil pickups give you that classic Strat sparkle and unbelievable clarity, man. They're just clear, man, clear. The upgraded tremolo bridge with the steel block just boosts the sustain and adds that touch of brightness, man. For like I said, a mass-produced with no modifications to it. It's just a great out-of-the-box guitar, man, or in this case, out of the case. So it does come with a case. So I've talked about the pickups. I've talked about all that. I want to jump back into the neck. It's a custom shop influenced neck. The deep C neck profile that you'll find on the American Pro 2 Strat is a slight upgrade from the Fender American neck players have been loved for years, because it adds a touch more roundness to the back contour. The deep C carve fills your hand perfectly while never inhibiting your technique. All right, so you really go to the store, demo it out, and you'll see what this is. It's all the slightest touch that not your novice players would know about, but the guys have been playing for years. When they start playing, just notice certain little things after I pointed it out, and you'll be like, oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like when I was a new player coming up back years ago, I had an old timer back then tell me, son, if I told you what this was going to be good about it, you wouldn't know what I was talking about. Right. Now as I get older and I experience more things, that resonates with me just a little bit.
Yeah.
When you start the subtleties in instruments, man. So, yeah, check it out. Go there, check it out, and you'll see for yourself. But for that added playing comfort, the back of the neck is finished in Fender's super natural satin finish. I talked on that earlier, but I'm telling you, man, just go there and just check it out, because it's worth that. Just worth that alone. Check that out.
Exactly.
Because that finish, man. Because sometimes, man, you get some of these guitars with that high gloss finish on the back of the neck. It's like a.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
It doesn't play fast at all. That's why everybody's sanding them. But dude, the frets on this, it has narrow, tall frets. And what's really cool about the type of frets on this instrument, this is the most requested fret wire in the Fender custom shop. This is the same fret wire the majority of players are ordering through the custom shop.
Nice.
So that says it right there. So that they listen to their customers.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the valuable data that a lot of companies don't really dive into. But they did here in this case. So all I could say is awesome guitar. It's an American-made Strat. I mean, it's got all the latest technology. We're still honoring the roots of being a Strat, if that makes sense. There's no goofy digital electronics added on board. I know over the years we've seen different, we've seen the big guitar companies come out with these kind of gimmicky, like one year there was an Ethernet cord on the guitar, the other it's this and that. Now, the Fender did it right, dude. They're using all the technology to take their designs to the next level. Super satin finished neck. The narrow, tall fret wire. So they're using all the technology to make the most perfect fret wire.
Yeah.
Or obtain the most perfect fret wire from a company that's using the most advanced technology. See, that's what I'm saying. They're not throwing advanced technology into an analog design that's perfect. They're taking the advanced technology and making the analog design better. You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
So they're like, so when they're designing the body contours, they're going down to the millimeter level of how they're going to carve it, because the technology allows it.
Yeah.
Where back in the day, it's just sanded, man, by feel, by feel.
By feel.
But no, that's all that matters. Or chamber designs in certain instruments, so they're using the technology the right way. Like tuning keys, they're using the best metals, but they're finding out how to use the best metals from the technology.
Right.
So that's what's all going into play with these instruments at that level of manufacturing. And it's just an awesome guitar, man. And Island Music Company, hats off to you guys down there. Special shout out Keith Grasso. Special shout out Jack McNutt for making this happen this week.
Yeah.
Because these are the brand new line. They're just coming in, man.
Right.
And you were there. You heard them. They had the Jazz Master there. I hope we're going to get that soon.
That Jazz Master was sweet.
Yeah, that's a story for another day.
Yeah.
But, dude, let's talk about the tech specs. Then we're going to ask the favorite question of the week, because I know that you didn't notice how much it cost when we were there.
I purposely did not pay attention to that.
All right, so let's do tech specs real quick. Of course, it's a six-string guitar, right-handed model, solid body electric guitar. It's a Stratocaster body shape, American Professional 2 Series. Outer body material, gloss polyurethane finish. The color we had was 3-color sunburst. The neck material was all maple with a deep C neck shape, 9.5-inch radius. Black dot inlays, 22 narrow tall frets, 25.5-inch scale length, a 1.685-inch nut width. It's got a bone nut too, so
nice.
The best material.
Right.
The best material. 2-point synchronized tremolo with cold rolled steel block. The Fender die-cast tuners. It's got the Fender V-Mod 2 single coil pickups designed by Tim Shaw, which is super awesome, and I know that's why they're awesome. The controls, it's got a master volume, 2 tones, and then the 1-tone knob near the input jack is a push-pull knob that adds the neck pickup regardless whatever position you're in. So very, very cool design element.
That's
to the
a great
Strat.
feature, yeah.
And this comes with a hard shell case, American made, Corona, California. Wow, dude. So here we are, dude. We are to this part of the Guitar of the Week segment where we get to ask Mr. Alban, what do you think it costs, buddy?
All right. Like I said, I purposely did not look at that part. I had to actually distract myself in another way.
Sure.
So, the features on this thing are just amazing. American made. It's got it all, man.
Right.
Here's where I'm going with it.
Sure.
I'm not going to hesitate.
All right. What's your price?
I'm calling it $21.99.
Wow, dude. We're building value, dude. We're building value here.
I'm over by 150.
Dude.
I'm always over by 150.
It's American made. I appreciate you going to that high level, but when I was reading back the tech specs, when you heard gloss polyurethane, that should have raised some bells of value.
Yeah.
What we got here, this guitar, $1499.99.
Sorry, everybody. I look like a jackass.
No, dude, that's great value. American-made instrument, $1,500. Like I said, you can't get better than this. This is a mass-produced, American-made instrument, hard shell case, $1,499.99.
Nice.
Can be yours. Island Music Company, La Plata, Maryland.
Nice.
Dude, that's a bomb-ass deal, dude.
It is.
If you're into Strats, you're into Fenders, American-made. Dude, we've had some of their high-end made in Mexico's at 13 something.
Yeah.
So another $150, you got American-made Strat.
Right.
But that's the level. That's how good the level of quality from made in Mexico is coming up too.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be all soon
Yeah,
made North
yeah.
America, but
Wow.
It's cool, man. But no, $14.99, man. Guitar of the week.
Damn, you got to get down there and check it out, y'all.
Right?
Seriously, get yourselves to Island Music in La Plata.
That's right.
Tell them you want to see that Guitar of the Week or that bad boy, that Strat.
Yeah, 3-color sunburst, maple neck. I mean, that's a Strat. I mean, that's the color. That's the original color.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's how they came, man. Yeah, special thank you, Island Music Company. Guitar of the Week. Can't wait to get back down there this Friday and checking out what we can get, man. Wow, dude, another one down. Dude, wow, man, the show's just cranking tonight, man.
Yeah, it is.
I got the energy. This is awesome. And dude, we're just gonna keep cranking it out, man. Let's get Sean on the phone. What do you think,
Let's
man?
do it, man.
Sean
Let's
in
get him
60
here.
seconds. Give me some soothing tunes while I get it going.
All right, it's time for Sean in 60 seconds right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he'll be right up for you here in a moment here.
There it is. All right, come on, Sean.
Good evening, gurus.
How you doing tonight, Sean?
Good evening.
I am doing well. Better than some, worse than others, you know.
Sure.
Well,
sure.
we like to hear you're doing well, man.
Right. I did last week, dude. We had you set to come on. You had an emergency and bailed at the last second. I'm just glad everything worked out for you.
It worked out for me. Can't say the same for everyone else, but you know, it's the nature of the beast.
I got you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sure. So what's going on with you today, man?
Just trying not to get sucked up into all the political nonsense on social media.
And
That's pretty much the main thing.
What does one do to not get sucked up in such things?
Right.
Do you work on
Technique?
Do you play? Do you practice? Do you, I don't know. What does Sean do to keep himself distracted from things?
I work.
That's a good one.
No, I mean, I guess I can't really call it work, but it's, I work on, future projects and things that are coming. I got a bunch of stuff in the pipeline that I can't exactly talk about. There's one thing in particular that I can talk about. I know I sent you guys an invite recently to the Indie Pods United Facebook page.
That's correct.
Yes.
So a couple of my buddies from high school reached out to me over the past couple months, and they asked me if I could create some sort of musical entertainment for this conference that they're doing online. And it's going to be a bunch of different podcasters all over the country, and they got some relatively popular people apparently that are involved in it. So I am putting together a 30-minute segment of drum covers and synchronized light shows with Kirkpatrick. Have you heard the name?
No. Who's he?
So he is the videographer that is been responsible for like the Brewmashers YouTube channel, which is Jason Mulligan's.
Okay, yeah.
That thing that he does over there. It's like a video game beer partnership with the Maryland Brewers Association.
Yeah.
I've watched a couple episodes of it. I mean, it's thoroughly entertaining, and the editing's done pretty well. So why not, right?
Yeah.
Support the local guys. I also have Aaron Altieri, of course, going to be doing the audio for that segment. And I have some more light shows and covers that I would like to do as well. That's more than 30 minutes, so it's going to be the start of my YouTube channel as well. I'll start doing some covers on there as well. So
look at that. That's the launch of the YouTube channel, man. We cannot wait
man.
for that.
That's
dude.
cool.
That's
we'll
gonna
promote
be awesome.
it. We'll help you promote it, man.
I love this idea, man.
yeah, we'll do some cross promotion. It's going to be cool. It's going to definitely be a big step for me and for everyone involved, I believe. So,
Dude, good for you, man.
Yeah, man.
Putting that work in.
Yeah, put all that work in, make it money, dude. It'll be great. It's a lot of YouTube channels just fail because of all the time it requires, man.
right, yeah, and that's the thing is like I want to make sure I do it right from the get go. So I've been taking a lot of time out to do research and stuff on exactly how to do it the best way possible, and timing and everything. It's just it's really a lot about timing.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
And a lot of it is also when you get to that point and you go, man, I'm just gonna. Now you can't just go do something else. You have to stick with it. You have to.
Right.
It's dedication, man. That's what really kicks the thing off.
Exactly.
But it sounds like you're onto it, man, and you got some good people working together. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, no, I mean, the main reason I'm doing it, even if I don't, become successful as a YouTuber or whatever, I just want to have the light shows on some sort of format that I can refer back to in the future. I'm so tired of spending so many hours and days and nights programming these articulate, synchronized light shows and then just throwing them away basically when we get new songs or whatever. So, it'd be a good way and a good outlet for me to express myself through the art form that I like to do, or multiple art forms, depending on the way you look at it.
Yeah. Sound and vision. I love it.
Yeah. It's a good time. And, I'm a little stressed out right now just because of trying to get everything done in the time frame expected. But I think it's going to be a great Kickstarter. I've already got, planning it out and everything. COVID is making it a little bit difficult, but that's the way it is.
COVID also is inspiring these things too.
Yeah,
it's kind of fucked up, ain't it?
It is pretty fucked up. That's another thing I'm gonna have to get used to as well. If I'm like with the Indie Pods United thing, they're going through. They're trying to get sponsorships and stuff like that, so I can't curse on the 30-minute thing, or if I do, I'm gonna have to like bleep it out in post.
Yeah. There's a delicate situation depending on which one you're on.
If you want to
fly once in a while, but it's not very often. I mean, every now and then.
Right.
And it's okay for us, but we don't.
No, it's totally fine for what you guys are doing. It's just like, if you want to monetize anything on the internet nowadays, just don't do it.
You can't, right?
Right.
Well, when our next big sponsor comes through, then I'll cut out the F-bombs.
Well, you guys make sure you keep me posted ahead of time so that I know when to stop dropping the F-bombs myself.
Right.
You're okay right now, my man.
Right.
I enjoy the freedom of this. This is definitely a nice thing. So
it is awfully free to just sit back and be yourself and talk about whatever. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Where else can you do that but here? Right here on this show.
Right. Right. What's that, Sean?
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, dude, I think that's a great way to end it tonight. We're running a little bit behind and we caught up, but I wanted to give you one last opportunity to promote anything that you had coming up this weekend, if you do have anything up this weekend.
This weekend, I do not have anything going on. I'm trying to get all my ducks in a row. I don't think I have any ducks. I have like a squirrel and a raccoon, but I'm going to figure it out.
Right. I know, dude. It's weird times, man. Weird times.
Love it.
Well, I appreciate being here, guys, and thanks for having me back again. A big shout out to Robert and his wife's Robert Trimpert and his wife for the Indie Pods United page. If they do end up listening back to this.
Well, dude, I'm going to share the show again on it this week, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, it was great talking to you guys.
All right, Sean, we'll talk to you next week, all right?
All right, fellas. Have a good night.
All right, man. Peace.
You too.
Later. Wow, there he goes, man.
Sean in 60 seconds.
With Sean Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, man.
That was good.
Yeah, we're jumping. We're doing it.
Look at you getting there. You're getting there with that Sean Kirkpatrick.
Yeah.
Coming this summer, Sean Kirkpatrick.
In another blockbuster film from the Wright brothers.
Yes, there'll be action, adventure, desire.
And of course, steaks on a plane. Yeah, man.
Sam Jackson, Sean Kirkpatrick.
with Snakes on a Plane Part 2. How the fuck all these snakes get here?
I don't know. I have a squirrel and a raccoon.
Exactly. I'm just getting the ducks in a row.
Love it.
Yeah, man. Ah, dude, this is good, dude. All right, dude, we're hit up on it. We're gonna Standard Show was awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Episode 95, the Standard Show, that's awesome, dude.
That's right.
I think we're gonna take a quick break, get reset, get rebalanced back up. Then we're gonna get Chris Aleshire from Red Skies Mourning on the phone. His first time on the program. Get to know him, get to understand how he creates music, and we'll go from there. What do you think?
I'm ready.
Cool. It's Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan. We're Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. We'll be right back after this.
Yo, 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 Alban, let's talk construction.
All right, Mr. Harsher, what's up?
Our good friends at Allied Renovations can offer the best value when it comes to replacing your home's exterior, whether it be your roof or facade. Did you know that?
How does he do it?
Streamlined operations. Jesse and his team have been part of the roofing community since 2015. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, Jesse has some of the deepest roots in our community. Did you know that?
Why does that matter?
Because you don't have to worry about the here today, gone tomorrow contractor schemes that are out there.
Well, you know he's going to be around. That's some great stability.
Yes, it is. So if and when the time comes, your home needs help with its roof or facade, please don't forget to contact Jesse Wickline at Allied Renovations. That number is 301-399-7031. Once again, that number is 301-399-7031. They are waiting for your call.
Tattoos last forever. They're a permanent statement about your personality and style. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with ink that looks like it's been done by some junior apprentice? Or do you want a custom tattoo from Christopher Lane Tattoos? Chris has over 10 years in the biz and uses the best ink and machines in the industry. Check out Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram feed today and you will just see for yourself that he does some of the finest work in the Southern Maryland area. Give him a follow today and you will just marvel over the attention to detail in his work. Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram is your start on a pathway to tattoo bliss. Book your appointment through Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram private messaging service for an exclusive bonus that only Guitar Guru listeners are eligible for. Follow Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram today.
Yo, 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 Alban, let's talk site maintenance solutions with Cooper Construction.
Okay, great. Why are we outside?
I wanted you to see how Cooper Construction's handling my site with the installation of my new septic tank system.
Oh, I'm loving all this heavy equipment I'm seeing.
You need this kind of equipment for this type of work.
You say, do you?
Yeah, man. Cooper Constructions offers complete site solutions for septic tanks and mounds, lot clearing up to 3 acres, and most importantly, stormwater management.
Okay, let me get this straight. Cooper Construction offers site maintenance for lot clearing, septic systems, and stormwater management?
You are correct.
Does Cooper Construction have all the credentials needed for this type of work?
Yes, they do, my friend. Cooper Construction has over 20 years experience in the construction world.
How do we get a hold of them?
That's easy. Just dial 301-683-7766 and ask for a site visit today. Again, that number is 301-683-7766. Give them a call. You can also reach them on the web at buildwithcooper.com. Cooper Construction. From site to site, they will treat you right.
What's up, y'all? This is Sam Grow, and you're listening to the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
The Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus, the only guys that would do a live broadcast from Dog Patch.
We see each other through different eyes.
Oh yeah, we're back from break. It's the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. How you doing tonight, Mr. Alban?
I am enjoying the energy of this episode, man.
Nice. It's episode 95.
Yeah, 95. Wow. Yippee, yay.
Yeah, that's right. Mid 90s, man.
Yeah.
The mid 90s are here.
95, the year I started working at my current job that I'm at.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Long time ago, man.
Long time ago, galaxy far, far away. But yeah, we're having a good time tonight. The energy's great. We wrapped up the standard show. earlier, and it was awesome. Had a great time, man, and it was just great. I'm sorry. I'm that's how excited I am.
I get it, dude. Well, dude, our next guest, our featured guest this week is none other than Chris Aleshire from Red Skies Mourning.
There you go.
We're having him on the program for the first time. We're going to learn all about him and all his music, and we're going to go from there. What do you think?
Oh, I'm ready for this one, man.
Well, cool, dude. Well, give me some soothing tones, and we'll get it cranking. What do you think?
All right, here we go, everybody. Episode 95, featured guest, Chris Aleshire, coming right up here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
There it is. It's ringing, dude. We're getting it cranking. Come on, Chris.
This is Chris.
Hey, Chris, it's Dan from Guitar Gurus. You want to go on the air, buddy?
Dan, what's up, man? Sure.
All right, dude. Well, dude, welcome to the program. I got my co-host, Dan Alban, here. Dan Alban, say hi to Chris.
Chris, good evening. How are you, sir?
Hey, what's up? Oh, now it's Double D.
Long time no see,
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for spending some time with us and getting into letting us give you some questions to answer. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude, I've been meaning to have you on the program for a while now. This timing lining up right, and we're happy to have you here tonight. So let's start this thing off right. How we do it here on the show. First question out the gate is, dude, give us the backstory on yourself. When did you start playing guitar? How old were you when you learned about music? When did you join your first band? Get us up to speed on how you discovered music.
Well, I think like everybody else, you first learn when you're, young.
Right.
I think I learned from, Michael Jackson and all that, but then my brother listened to heavy metal and stuff in the 80s, and my sister was pop and stuff like that, so I got into that and Headbangers Ball in the 80s.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
And from a music standpoint, as far as, instruments, I really got in. My buddies, when I lived in Bowie, they had guitars and stuff like that. I wanted their own band because we went to shows and hardcore punk shows, the local stuff from the 90s. And I was in a Dream Theater, though, so I got a 5-string Washburn from the original Atomic.
Oh, wow. I know which one you're talking about. Nice.
Yeah, being a lefty, though, I went ahead and bought a right because everybody was playing right-handed, so had to learn that way.
Oh, nice, dude. So you're a left-handed guy and learn how to play guitar right-handed.
That's nice.
Not well, but
Hey, that's my brother Scott. That's how he does it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, man. That's a tough deal, dude. That's a tough deal. So how old were you when you got your first guitar? How old were you?
16, 17 maybe.
All right, that's cool.
More of acoustic when you're talking about guitars, and I got it at some guitar center in Annapolis.
Right.
Some local place, not a guitar center, but mom and pops.
So did you learn to play all by yourself, or did you take lessons?
Yeah, I learned. I took a little bit of lessons in Bowie, but it didn't last too long. Didn't really have much time.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't interested. I was busy playing soccer, so Soccer and basketball.
There you go.
So you're doing sports and music, the unlikely combo, but it works though. Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's cool. So how old were you when you did your first full band?
First full band was probably I got back from boot camp in the Marine Corps, so 18, with some local buddies of mine in Bowie. Named the band Carved in Stone, and we did a bunch of gigs for a couple years. I think the biggest, the coolest one we did was the Super Bowl of Hardcore 2001, and that was with Suicidal Tendencies and Bad Brains, but at the time, obviously their name was called Soul Brains because Madonna owned the name Bad Brains, so they had to play as Soul Brains or they had to pay the label.
Oh, wow.
Kill Switch and a couple cool bands from, I guess that got big now.
Right.
Yeah, that's a long time
Yeah,
ago.
that's wild to be doing something like that early on,
Oh yeah, it was fun. I was in 3 bands, 2 bands after that. I kind of erased the past, which was some local guys in the Waldorf, Southern Maryland area. And we had buddies in a band called FDA at the time, if you know that band. And then Taken by Force was a Baltimore hardcore band. That was kind of ended in 2000, 2003. The coolest place I guess we played there was, we went over to England and we played at the Underworld.
Oh,
I keep thinking the Underground. That's actually the subway in London, but we played the Underworld in Camden.
Nice.
Wow.
That's cool, man. So where have you all been in your travels as a musician?
Where have I been as a musician?
Yeah, to play gigs.
Just up and down the East Coast, a little bit of the Midwest and England. I mean, at the time we were going to tour in Puerto Rico, but I had quit the band, my hardcore band at the time. And then, after that, I wanted to not scream and actually learn how to sing. So then I took on playing bass for a cover band up in Germantown.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of how that started in the cover band scene, at least. And then I kind of took a backseat doing original stuff. But at the time in that cover band, I was with the guitarist and I in that band. We did a kind of a music project called Them Fuzzy Monsters. And it's more like a prog thing because it's me and him. He's French, living in Rockville, and his buddy his French buddy is outside of Paris, and he's more like a Depeche Mode synth kind of guy.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
That's a wide mix of things you've been involved in. Very wide.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. They actually released an album. I recorded vocals like I don't know, 8 years ago.
Oh wow.
So, and then I kind of fell off that and wanted to do my own thing. Did cover bands here and there, and I'm in a current '90s cover band called As If.
Right.
And doing the original stuff as well.
Oh, good. Mixing the originals in with the cover. That's good, man.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's fun.
So I seen your post out there. You'd been traveling all over the country recording. So how fun is it to been recording your music the way you're recording it?
Oh, it was great. I mean, I guess it's great, but it's also a major headache because, you don't have anybody to bounce any ideas off of. And then, it just comes to doing it yourself. And it just, it's a challenge. I was actually due in March. I was supposed to go to the studio in March, but because of COVID, it got pushed. Which was interesting too, because then I got to really, I read a couple songwriting books, and I rewrote my 4 songs that I went out to Denver, and then also I ran into J.R. Richards. He was the original singer of Dishwalla.
Oh wow!
And he helped me out with a little bit of the arrangement, making sure the songs in a right structure. Because I wanted to make sure that the demo was as good as possible before going in the studio and giving it to the producer. And then, as I was going to the studio, JR said, "Hey, man, I'll do backing vocals if you want." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't care. Go right ahead. Knock yourself out. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, dude, man, I love your voice. I mean, obviously everybody knows Counting Blue Cars. And, he's got a story of his own about that. He's told me the whole thing about how Pet Your Friends and went and all that other stuff. That's a whole other story for another time if you want. But yeah, I went out to Denver. Jeff Kanan is a producer out there. Hired some local studio musicians.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, drummer's awesome. I mean, he chose the right guys. I mean, originally I was looking in Nashville. And I talked to this guy, Toby Wright, and he produced Alice in Chains and the Alice in Chains Unplugged, the acoustic one. But unfortunately, he reached out to me late, and I went with Jeff in Denver. But anyways, yeah, it went pretty good. The horrible thing about the studio is my left middle finger got infected. So like 8 a.m, supposed to be at the studio at 10, and 8 I had to go to urgent care. And I was hopped up on antibiotics for those next couple of days a little bit out of it.
Wow. Well, that's insane. With COVID, it's weird, but live shows, do you have anything coming up you want to talk about, or is that all ixnay right now?
I had a couple people ask me to do acoustic, but I've been so focused on, my stuff, my originals, because, I just released, it's a pre-order of my first song of the 4. I thought I'd do a single first, maybe build my brand up because no one knows me, and then maybe release an EP. So I kind of pushed back on some of the acoustic stuff.
Right.
But the As If 90s tribute band has one in December at Twain's.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's awesome. Well, as it gets closer, let us know. We'll share it on the social media for you guys. Just even get it out there even more. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. It's awesome.
Well, cool. Well, dude, we're to the part of the interview that everybody's been gearing up for. And that's the gear, dude. We want to know your current rig, your guitar setup. When we come see you play out, what are we expecting to see?
Well, if Bob's listening, he'd probably laugh, or anybody else. I mean, when I was in Random Impact, the guitarist Gary, which is a phenomenal guitarist, brought 7 guitars, and me, the singer's like, dude, why you got to bring 7 guitars? It's too much.
Right.
So for a cover band, I've got a Line 6 Helix LT, which I think a lot of people down here have the Helix or something like that, just because it's easier. And I've got 2 Line 6 JTB 59s. And they're Variax guitars. So if you're not familiar with the Variax guitars, you can go in like the Helix and you can modify the body tone of the guitar. You can modify the pickups, and you can also modify the tuning on the fly.
Okay.
You can have about 8, I think, different tunings.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I know, because when you play in certain tunings, you know how the strings react when you strum them. So when you change on the fly, that would mess me up for a second, I think. I don't know.
Well, yeah. So if you're at home and you plug into an amp and you're playing, and then you can also hear the acoustics of the strings, it'll definitely mess you up. 100%. But when you're plugged in and, when you're playing it live, and a lot of people do in-ears, I do in-ears just because it's a lot easier. When you're playing, you just hear what that tuning is. You don't hear, yeah. Because with those guitars, you tune it in standard.
Right.
So you always keep it in standard. Make sure it's tuned right in standard. Obviously, if you start detuning in a flat or drop D or anything like that, it's going to take that and the semitone of whatever you're off of.
You get crazy real quick.
Yeah. I also like it. I think one time we in Red's Guys Mourning, when we were doing the cover band stuff, we played an acoustic song, and I switched to an acoustic tone guitar because I can switch to a 12-string if I want to on that guitar. And someone came up to me afterwards like, I heard an acoustic, and I turned around and there's nobody with an acoustic.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, I can sound like a Martin.
That's right.
Oh, man. Well, dude, this is cool, man. Dude, you played a lot of shows out there, and I always like asking the guys that have been well seasoned out there playing shows. What are some of your common frustrations when you were out playing shows before COVID hit? Like, what kind of heads up could you give the young guys coming up what not to do?
Well, for me, I ran sound lights. Was a frontman singer, and then played guitar too. So that was, don't do that. Focus on one thing.
I was gonna say, don't do any of that, or which part?
yeah. Don't try to do all that at once. And actually, too, like if you're a singer, sometimes when you're playing guitar as well, you're not giving that 100% as a singer. And I would think the same way as a guitarist. You're kind of doing 50-50, depending on if you're singing and playing guitar at the same time or something like that. And that's just coming from me because I'm more of a singer-songwriter than a guitarist.
Yeah, so I was wondering how that dynamic works. If you're running sound singing and playing guitar. Could you imagine that argument between the three of you?
Right.
Who's gonna have more
I'm almost
of the
yelling at
monitor?
myself, man.
I need more vocals in the monitor. I can't hear
Right.
the guitar.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what happens.
Yeah, so don't try to take on too much, kids. Focus on what you're good at. Learn the other stuff if you want.
Right.
But don't try to do it all at once. Yeah. I like that advice. That's good advice.
That's right.
Wow. Any questions you got for Chris Alban?
Yeah, I'm thinking like, okay, so give me like one or two examples of guitar influences for you personally. So what made you pick up the guitar? Who were the players that you were inspired by?
Oh, Kirk Hammett.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Dave. I mean, Megadeth was big. I loved the top bands that I loved are more melodic, right? So Dream Theater. I thought Metallica. I've got all their cassettes, anyways. But
Right. So you're just like us, man. You grew up in the '80s, got into metal guitars, and that led you to everything else. Learning riffs, learning how to play. That's cool.
Well, I was very young in the '80s, obviously.
Yeah, same here, man.
Yes, me too. Yeah.
At least at 80, I was in 80. I was probably 1.
Okay.
All right.
That's close enough.
I was 2, so we're right
there. You
there.
go, okay.
We're right there, dude.
Yeah,
I get it.
I was shaving.
Dude, I remember getting Master of Puppets on cassette tape. Yeah. Being that young. I actually remember that.
I was a big gamer back then. I played a text-based MUD game. It's called Multi-User Dungeon. I used to tell that to my local library and go to something called game.org, which is, obviously a text-based game, MMO text-based game back then. And all I listened to were every Metallica cassette I had over and over and over and over.
Wow.
So I was huge. And Dream Theater and Megadeth, and then just kind of opened up to everything else. Obviously, I had a little stint there, but it's all hardcore stuff. But when the hardcore punk scene got filled with emo, I kind of left that.
I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Right.
I was loving the dueling guitars in Maiden between Murray and Smith, man.
Right.
I mean, you want to talk about melodic but heavy too. Wow. Who doesn't
Loved it.
Who doesn't love that?
Right.
That makes you want to play right there.
Well, I must have not been well informed because, a buddy of mine invited me to a show out in, Merriweather or something like that. It was Iron Maiden and Dream Theater, and it was actually the drummer from Dream Theater's last gig. Oh, it was awesome. And then I looked on there and I'm like, since when did Iron Maiden have 3 guitarists?
Yeah.
Right.
That's like in the last 15 years or something, I think. They picked up that third guy.
Yeah, I would say it was probably 10 years ago or so. Something like that.
Something like that. It was a long time ago for me, but yeah, that was a shock. That was a shock because you only needed those 2 guys to get it done. So what's this other guy doing?
Yeah. Well, they're traded off now.
They're just
3-way.
Good old-fashioned metal 3-way.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring in another guitar player. Sexy. So yeah, that's cool, man. I love that answer. I mean, yeah, Metallica was a big influence early on. Wanting to play. That's great. Kirk Hammett. Now, how are you with a lot of those solos being written by Hetfield that Kirk Hammett plays? Is that genuine to you? A lot of those
Say that again?
A lot of the guitar solos that Kirk Hammett played were written by James Hetfield. Believe it or not. He's like, you're playing these solos.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, man, let the guy go. He was trained by Satriani, man.
I think he did say that he got to put his little spin on things here and there, though.
Yeah, he got to put his little signature on there, but imagine having all those solos written for you by somebody else. That kind of would get a little frustrating. I would think.
Oh, yeah, definitely would.
Dude, that's someone else's argument.
I love having it, though,
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, that's
After
it.
that, though, I was big on Alice in Chains and, anything Chris Cornell. Obviously,
Nice.
that was a major influence for my singing and songwriting piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that goes hand in hand, man. Anybody we talk to that's a singer brings up those two bands right off the break. That's kind of like standard operating procedure.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. But dude, you've been a champ tonight, man. It's been awesome to get to know you. We've come to the last question. I'm sure everybody's dying to know this answer with your background that we just found out about. But we call it, this is our signature question. We call it best gig, worst gig. You can answer in any order you like, but you got to answer both. What do you got for the Gurus tonight?
I think the worst gig was we played at the Sidebar. At the time, we were playing with a band called Bigwig and Wolfpack. And Wolfpack are the guys from Bloodhound Gang.
Okay.
And Wolfpack shows up, they got their DJ gear and all this other stuff, and they start playing. And then they stop. And when they stopped, they hung out for like an hour and a half, and they didn't move their stuff off the stage. And the guys from Bigwig, they had a big bus, and they're like, yeah, they just came off from the MTV, whatever, pool party thing or something like that. They're a punk rock band. And they're like, hey guys, I know we're supposed to headline, but you think we can play next? And then you guys headline? And I see people leaving. And I'm just like, dudes.
So did they.
All right. Yeah, all right. Y'all are torn, whatever. So, they went ahead and they played second. And by the time we played, there's probably 5 people there. Literally the band.
Right.
The band Bigwig was watching us. So I don't know, that can kind of be good and bad just because, hey, look, a touring band, they actually stuck around for us. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that was kind of that was the worst and a bad. I think the best one, it's probably got to be the Super Bowl of Hardcore Nations that we played with huge bands.
Where was that at? Where did that one take place?
Nation in DC, Capitol Ballroom.
Oh, yeah, the Capitol Ballroom.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that.
they used to have like raves there, but they also used to have big events.
Yeah, I've been to 2 shows there. And that was such a great place before they tore it down.
Yeah.
It was awesome,
Yeah, we
man.
opened. I loved it. Yeah, it was great. I mean, I think I played tons of places in DC, Baltimore, pretty much all those clubs.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
That's great, man.
Wow, man. What a night, dude. Dude, you got some crazy stories with you, man. You played with some pretty cool dudes around, man.
Oh yeah, it was fun. And I played with, I guess, the Rob Zombie's guitarist, his side project too, and that had to be that was probably one of the worst experiences because they were not that good.
Oh, Lord. Well, dude, thank you for coming on the show tonight. Very cool of you.
Yeah. You got anything you want to promote or push while we got your attention?
Yeah, I got my single out, Signs From You. It's pre-order now, and I was going to try to drop it on Veterans Day, but I'm kind of a noob at distroing things out, so it's going to drop the 20th, but it's based on PTSD and mental health awareness.
Awesome.
And written about that, yeah. And I've got 3 more songs, but I didn't know if I should do a single or just do an EP or something like that, because no one knows who I am. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But it's available pre-order on iTunes now, and then goes live on the 20th.
Gotcha.
There it is, y'all. Go check it out, man.
Right, and all the social media will be lighting up as we get closer, correct?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
That's the goal, right?
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. Well, Chris, dude, thanks for coming on the show tonight. Alban, you good, man?
Yeah, it was great having you, buddy. We're looking forward to seeing what you got coming up, and we're going to keep an eye on that, man.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, Double D's.
You got it, man.
All right, Chris, man, from Guitar Gurus, we say thank you and have a great night.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I'll see you.
Be well.
All right, man. Peace.
Bye.
There he goes, man. Chris Aleshire, Red Skies Mourning, man.
Yeah, he's got that single coming out here. It's pre-order now. Coming out this month. He's got 3 more behind that. He's going to spread out or maybe put together. But
Yeah.
keep an eye on that, everybody. Go check it out. Show some support.
Yeah, and I'm sure on his Facebook page it'll be all coming out. It'll be awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good stuff. November 20th, Chris Aleshire, man. Good
right.
stuff. Red Skies Mourning, man. Woo!
What a time we've had tonight here.
Wow, dude, we cranked through it, man. Made great time. The show's great tonight.
Yeah.
Wow, man, I really enjoyed it, man.
Yeah. We are sitting here on Tuesday evening at time of taping. We have no idea what's going on in the world right now.
Nope.
But by the time we're listening to this, we'll have an idea of if anything burned down or anything. But
Man.
yeah. Side note, not to get into all that, but
Right.
I did hear a story today
Right.
that there's a Home Depot, I guess I can mention Home Depot,
Sure.
in town
Right.
that jumped their plywood prices up by $4 a sheet for today because people were going in and buying them to board up their businesses. That's gouging.
Wow.
That's shitty gouging. It's messed up. The price of lumber's already jacked up. Come on, man.
Wow, dude.
Isn't that insane?
It is, man.
So right there, that's how we can be better. If somebody wants to buy plywood, don't bend them over for it. Come on, man. Stop the madness.
That's right. Stop it. Stop it.
So we'll see, man. But we're happy, If anybody, I don't know if anybody was on tonight, but I'm sure you were. So we want to thank the fans.
Yeah, man.
For the support.
Big shout
once
out
again.
to the fans.
You guys are always there for us, and we're going to be here for you as well. So thank you guys. It means the world to us.
Yeah, definitely, man. This was cool. This week's show's awesome. It's episode 95. It's in the books, man. The new gear's running, dude. What about that, man?
Running like a champ.
Like a champ, dude. The sound's good. Everything in the mix is great. I'm excited to see how we take it, man.
Yeah.
Got a busy holiday schedule coming up.
Right.
Be in tune for that. I know we got another interview next week, and then I think after that it's Thanksgiving time, so we'll be off that week.
Yeah, and that puts us.
Yeah, so when we come back from Thanksgiving, we'll announce on that show what the December schedule is going to be like. It's going to be like no other this year.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, because we hit that 100th here coming up.
Right, we got to plan it out just right. So we'll be in touch. I got to sit down and really count it out, but
Yeah.
it's coming.
It's coming.
But next week's show is looking to be really super awesome. Stay tuned for the announcement on that. Another local guy. I think a lot of local musicians in the community is going to know exactly who it is. So it's going to be kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah, man. It's awesome, dude. But, dude, I had a great time tonight. Did you have a good time?
I always do. If I didn't, I wouldn't do it.
That's right.
That's
man.
as simple as that.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a great time tonight.
But yeah, dude, we got in, man. We got it done, man.
Got it done.
Hopefully next week we'll be back to having Higgy in on the phone. All the nuts,
Yeah.
all the craziness will be over.
Yeah. If
be
he's
good.
busy, that's fine too.
Right. We'll see what's up.
Just kidding.
Dude, shout out to the sponsors.
Yeah.
Let's do that. First up is got Jesse Wickline Allied Renovations
That's right.
doing the commercial set. Then we got Christopher Lane Tattoos. Go get your tattoos from Christopher Lane. Then we got Cooper Construction. From site to site, they'll treat you right.
That's right.
Of course, the Southern Maryland Chronicle, doing the Hickey on the Beat and our show on their page.
Yep.
And then Island Music Company
Island Music Company.
for the Guitar of the Week.
That's right.
Gotta
of the
love
Week.
that. Guitar of the Week's awesome, man.
No one else has Guitar of the Week.
No
we
one.
have it for you right here
That's right.
every week.
And every week you have
why
the
it's
option
Guitar of
of
the Week.
buying the Guitar of the Week.
That's
That's
true.
what's cool.
There's been a nice little run on those Guitar of the Weeks here lately.
Yeah.
So keep up that love and support. Christmas is coming, people. Dan wants a Strat. Alban wants a Rickenbacker bass.
Wow.
Get your butts down the island and hook us up.
That's right.
Come
I'll
on,
take
y'all.
it. 3-color sunburst maple fretboard.
Yeah.
Love it. Good stuff.
Let's let that community come through for us.
Hey, we'll see what happens. I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah,
though.
see, we can talk about it at this point because this is the point where most people have clicked off.
They're dropping off. They're like, I'm out. But I'm telling you, next week's show's going to be cool, man.
Yeah.
Maybe a long time coming. I've been waiting to have this guy on next week.
All right.
Got new material out on Reverb Nation. We'll talk about it with him, and I look forward to it. But, dude, I'm spent. I'm ready to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm
going to get everything cranking, get everything going, man. Anything
right.
to go before we sign off?
No, man, just like I said earlier in the show, I'll recap it with this, man. No matter what happens in this world, it's up to us to be good to each other, no matter what. That's my hope. That's my goal. I love you guys. Love you all, no matter what. Be good, be safe, be well, treat each other good. That's what I got.
Awesome, dude. I dig it. Well, dude, it's that time, man.
Hell yeah.
It's the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan. We're Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio, and we will catch you guys in Southern Maryland out next week.